So in 1987, or actually it might have been late 86, Jake turns good guy. He's doing the snake pit, and he's with the Honky Tonk Man. And the Honky Tonk Man with Jimmy Hart comes out, sneaks around the set, and smashes him over the head with a guitar. Mick Foley described as the most expensive guitar money could buy. Honky disputes this enormously and says it was heavily treated to explode, and then it didn't. What do you remember of that day? Because it was a bit of a brouhaha in the back.
Yeah, well, he blasted that thing all over the place. He knocked the hell out of him. So I wasn't part of that. I've been on part of those angles before, though, where Barry Windham was supposed to come and hit me in the back of the head, over the back of the head, with a chair. And if you're seeing it, you can prepare yourself. But if you're standing there pretty much blind and you don't know when you're getting hit or how you're getting hit, it's a scary it's a scary piece. You know, if you're waiting there to to get smashed over the head, you don't know exactly when it's coming. And if you're looking at it, you can at least tense up. But if your back's to it, you don't know what's happening. You're going to get hurt.
Jake ascribes his escalation in drug addiction to this incident because apparently he was in a lot of pain. He suffered 2 cracked vertebrae in his neck from it. Surely he wasn't a choir boy before this time?
No. Yeah, it was the cocaine era. Cocaine, and some of those guys were really like the crack, smoking the crack, and whether it contributed to furthering the decline or, now that all the stories came out about Grizz and his upbringing and the families and all that stuff, you can understand, a drug habit, a drug reliance, and type of disconnect, a mental disconnect for that. So, and that, but I think he just let himself feed off of that situation to where, it worked both ways. It worked for him and it worked against him,
I've got to ask this then. Who was the absolute hardest partier in the WWF?
Well, after I guess Flair, would have to be. And that was after I was gone. Flair was always notorious. Everybody else was pretty much on the same wavelength, would have their nights or have their weekends or something, Adrian was up there. He got out there pretty well. Buddy Rose, a couple guys, all the guys that got really off track. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard traveling. No family, and you're going all the time. I look back and I saw some old tapes that I never even realized. I did an interview promos with Oprah Winfrey. I didn't know it was Oprah. And I'm looking back now and oh my God. And I looked back at a Fuji hospital thing. And I was hitting on the nurse the whole time. And I don't remember that. I don't remember being funny either, But I always thought the Moolah was my love interest in all those movies. I didn't realize that, that whole skit was me hitting on the nurse. But, things go by, when you're in that rat race that it was, you're getting up in the morning. This is a weekend after a full weekend. You're driving down in the morning now for hopefully an evening show in Baltimore or Washington, or maybe you're catching a plane out of there in the afternoon. You didn't know or had to drive somewhere else. But you're going up in the morning. You're doing that, whatever 2, 3, 4 hours, wherever your segment showed up in that filming. Then you're on to workout. Then you're on to the town. Then you're off to your next town the next day. So I mean, there are things that happen that you went through so fast that you don't have that only when they show it to you. Oh, did that really? did that happen? Did that go off? Did that really? Oprah Winfrey. I had I had a chance to, so I remember interviewing, and I did a lousy straight interview. I'm going to beat him because I'm a tough guy, and I just did a straight interview with her, where I could have, hey baby, we're going to go grooving downtown, and you and I are going to be dancing at the hottest bar, and the hottest nightclub in the place. Me and Oprah hitting and tearing up Chicago and stuff, after I win the belt from dirty old Hulk Hogan and stuff like that, and I look back and, oh God, what a wasted opportunity. I'm just in a dead ass straight interview with Oprah Winfrey, when I could have been done, I could have been done all kinds of stuff, the Pepe Le Pew or something like that,
And just one more thing on partying as well. When was the first time coke was really like a big thing in wrestling, and who sort of was the main instigator in bringing cocaine into the locker room? Do you remember?
Oh God, just social phenomenon, like everywhere else. It started in the late '70s. I remember in Florida. It was pretty good, pretty strong, and then in the WWE for the first few years, it was a plague there, and then it seemed like dark side. I don't know, and they make, with all the contributions over the last month and a half of all the wrestlers, we have drug problems, and and they focused on all the people being dark side, but the other things had gone with them as well. We're musicians, rock, actors, a lot of people in the art, and a lot of people not in the arts, truck drivers and school teachers and stuff were all affected. It was the CIA mapped it all out for us, and it got away from the ghetto communities and then entered suburbia, and that was a big mistake on the government's part for the United States, because it was initially planned to subvert the black communities, ghetto areas, and sell money to pay for arms and weapons and stuff in South America or Israel or places like that. And then, but it spilled over from the underprivileged communities to become like a national phenomenon.
Yeah, I've seen Blow with Johnny Depp a number of times, Boston George. So if you've not seen that film, it's definitely recommended. If you've never seen it, you must have seen
Boston George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You must have seen Blow. Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz.
Oh, Blow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought there was yeah.